we need people to understand that there is help. There are services out here for you. There is support.
And that's what I want people to understand, that we have to see how we can help. No matter, there isn't, it's not too big, it's not too small. Maybe if it's a ride, or hey, I'm going to the grocery store, do you need anything? So, and I say this over and over again. I even have that as a hashtag, and they have it out there. Cancer freaking sucks.
It,
It sucks. And now that we have COVID, it's worse, because when you have to do that isolation, you can't go out and do your meetings, or yes, you can do the face thing, but for some people, they need to be in the same room to touch, to hug, to smile with people, so it messes. So the next step is the mental, you know
exactly. Exactly. And we have a wonderful therapist that addresses that issue. Last month, it's been a couple of months, I'm sorry, where we went through Mental Health Month. We're in September now. I believe that was March. But anyway,
Mhm.
we went through Mental Health Month, and we addressed the mental health of just dealing with cancer, COVID, having to communicate virtually, texting, calling, not being able to touch one another, reach out to one another. It does have a tremendous effect on your mental health. And that's why it's really important to pick up the phone. Just, I have an old school landline. Yes, I do. People say, why do you keep this phone? I've had the same phone number for the past 27 years. It is important to not text, but to just pick up the phone and say that old Stevie Wonder song, Hello, I just called to say I love you. And that right there means the world to so many people. You don't know, by just picking up the phone and just saying, I just called to say I love you, stop someone from committing suicide, stop someone from jumping off the bridge or hurting someone else. You just don't know, by picking up the phone, what it does and how it changes people's lives.
So here's a question. Let's say President Biden is watching this show and he says, "You know what? I'm liking that this Vernitta Love lady. I want to give her $5 million for her organization." What would be the first thing you would do?
The first thing I would do is say thank you. Thank you to all the women that need help. I didn't understand how great the need was until I got into this business. I knew nothing about cancer until I actually got into this business and started communicating with others. And then I would say, thank you, Mr. Biden. And I would give him our website, which is bnrac.org. And you can go through our website and make the donation. We also have a tribute wall where you can make a dedication to a loved one who is currently going through cancer, or uh, is a survivor, or someone who has lost their fight. And we have a beautiful wall of doves, and we implant their names on that wall. And so the funds that comes to our organization, it goes straight to the services that we provide to these women. These women, let me say, I call our warriors. They are women of strength, inspiration, resilience, and restoration. And these women are strong women. Our purpose and what God has called us to do, I would say to Mr. Biden, is to speak life into them. God has made each and every individual on this earth a speaking spirit. So the words you say to yourself and to others breathes life. And so we choose life. We choose to fight.
What has been the most memorable thing that has happened with one of your warriors? The first one that really touched you to say, "Damn, I'm making a difference."
The first time I heard one of our warriors ring the bell, uh, that really kind of solidified everything that we do as this organization to help them. And just hearing the bell ring is huge.
Where would you like to see your company in, say, 3 years? You have two choices, two answers.
I would like to, I prayed a recent prayer and I asked God to expand my territory, throughout Cobb County, Paulding, Pickens, Bartow, um, Douglas, the counties that we serve, to expand it throughout Georgia so that we can reach so many women. And then also to increase to chapters throughout this nation where others in other states can pick up Bald Nation Rocks Against Cancer and carry this fight on.
Someone's watching right now. What would you like the takeaway to be?
If someone is watching, the takeaway that I hope they would have is that there is help out there and that cancer is not a death sentence. There is help out here for you. There is life after the word see. Your hair is not you. Your hair is not you, ladies. And more women are finding that out in many different ways. And there are organizations such as Bald Nation Rocks Against Cancer that are here to help and support you, and not only you, but your family, your caregivers.
And that's what people need to know, because so often the caregivers are exhausted and they feel guilty by saying that they're exhausted because they're not going through treatment. And we also have to give it up for these caregivers, the husbands, the wives, the children, the next door neighbor, such as yourself, friends, family. We have to give it up to them, because that's you can say thank you, but when it comes to your time and talents, it's never enough. And I'm telling you, I've seen someone practically come this close to a nervous breakdown because they were taking care of a sick mom and a sick spouse. It's exhausting. And we need to get back, because we have to love our body. Yes, you may feel like your body betrayed you for whatever reason, but at the end of the day, if you wake up every morning 6 feet above ground,
Amen.
you're winning. You're winning. Okay.
I have a young lady, 23 years old, has cancer, and she's going to the beach. And her goal is to wear her two-piece. And I say, you wear your two-piece. I spent 20 plus years in the military, and we have scars, internal, external, mental, and all otherwise. And I shared with that young lady, you wear your two-piece. And the scars that you have, you walk with pride because you are a warrior. You are a soldier fighting against the battle of cancer. And you walk, and no matter what anyone thinks about you, you let them know, hey, I am a soldier and I'm
You
fighting
earn
my
those
own war,
stripes.
and I earned it. And you walk with pride and you walk with your head up.
Mm-hmm.
You lift your head and you walk with your head up and be the woman that God has called you to be. And so this is what another takeaway that I would love for women to understand. You are strong, you are a conqueror, and you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. So
That's
look at
right. So let me say this to you. I'm a firm believer in giving people their roses, not when they're gone, but when they're in front of me. First of all, I want to thank you for serving. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing all, because because you served, I'm allowed to do this, okay? Because you fought for my freedom, whether there was a war or not, the fact that you were in the military. So I want to thank you, my sister, for serving. Thank you for coming out with that service attitude, that spirit. So not only did you serve there, you're serving civilians. So you were serving for civilians anyway, but now you're doing it on another level. So you serve for our freedom. Now you're serving for survival. Ooh, yes.
to God be the glory. To God be the glory.
Yes. My
Because there's nothing that I would have been able to accomplish or do on my own. And I I always keep that in mind. Every day that I wake up, I'm humbled
yes,
for what God has called me to do. And
exactly.
our organization, we strive for excellent customer service and service to our warriors. And so this is what we are called to do. This is our purpose. And we operate out of honesty and transparency and integrity because this is what God called us to do. And we are very pleased to be able to carry it through.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Women Are Worthy Network. Don't forget to subscribe to us, to follow us on Instagram is the Women Are Worthy Show. Reach out to us at womenareworthy@gmail.com. So we want everyone to have wonderful Wednesday, thoughtful Thursday, fabulous Friday, soothing Saturday. And for Sunday, it's like sizzling Sunday, because then you got to get ready to come back to work on Monday. That's what we want you to do. So thank you, my sister. I love you and I appreciate you.
It was a blessing to be with you this evening, and we're glad to be back again.
We're going to connect again. We're going to connect, okay? Bye, my sister.